So they offered me the fight on like very short notice, and I had just finished my shoulder surgery. So I was like, it was risky, but I just wanted to. I just wanted to do it. I thought I could go out there and still get the job done, and I couldn't.
I bet it on you heavy on that. I'll put some money on my
Yeah,
boy.
I
Yeah.
didn't. I wanted more rounds, and I got mad just because if you let me keep going in that round, I truly believe, I don't just stop. Like you have to really push the button, and the button
I
was
think
not
so
pushed on
too.
me. I was on my feet already, by
Yeah.
the time we stopped the fight.
I thought it was a bad
So
stoppage as well, brother.
I
That's
was
why.
pissed. I was beyond mad because it was like I told him in the back was more what made me so mad. Like, and I made him redo the rules in the back twice because he couldn't look me in the eyes. And there was something fishy about him that night, and I knew it before the fight. So when he did that, it made me hold the burn even longer on him because we had a one-on-one conversation, me and that dude in the back, and he was weird in the referees meeting. And so like that always put a bad taste in my mouth, and it's a hard one to accept because I was on my feet. I was doing my job that I need to do as a fighter to allow the fight to go on. There was 1 second left on the clock, and I worked out my way all the way back up, and you stopped it. Like it just for a world title, you don't do that for a world title. You do that for like a prelim fight maybe or something, but this is my whole life on the line. This was my last shot. This was everything. So that's why it gets me so wound up. No
And
disrespect to Henry getting his job done in that moment. He landed a kick, but man, we get hit in fights. This is what happens. Let me fight. You know what I mean? I wasn't done. So that's my issue with it is it felt like how they say you come back as a ghost when you have unfinished business. That's like a ghost fight for me. That's like an unfinished business fight. And then he retires after that for 2 years to dodge the bullet of me, and then comes back after 2 years while I fight two more fights, and then comes back and then just gets beat up. He could have let me whoop his ass first. That would have been nice. You know
the
what I mean? What
story,
the fuck?
the
He just
story is
decides to
told
go
in
sit
full,
out for
man.
a minute and then come back and get his ass whooped after I'm done. Like bullshit, man. But whatever. What can you do? You live
Yeah.
and you
But
learn.
Henry's another all-time one of the greatest ever.
Yeah,
But at
he did
least,
his job. He did his job.
he did his thing, man. He's
Yeah.
done his thing.
Can't hate on him landing the kick, but just I'm mad at the ref for
Yeah.
not letting the fight go on. The whole world could have got a good fight out of that too. We were not done.
Yeah. I felt like I things I've seen you get hurt before. I've just seen you in so many fights. Felt like I was early, man. Especially for you, giving the
Yeah.
credit years, and not to take anything from Henry because he's one of my all-time favorite fighters. Well, one of the best combat athletes that ever lived. You know, but definitely
I'm
would have
not
liked to
gonna
see
hate
if
on
you
him.
went.
I'm not gonna hate on
If
him
it
for
went
that.
longer, I don't think nobody would be mad.
I really think I really
I
just
think
it's like a
referees should
missed
start
opportunity.
being held accountable, because there's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
them
my
doing.
thing too. It's a missed
Take a thing,
opportunity.
take a thing from the check. Should hit them for the check. There should be another board of people that we're able to sanction them or something because there's a lot of fucking up to do. And when guys take like Herb Dean just did it, just let somebody get mutilated. Who was it that was getting mutilated by the elbows?
Hooker versus Saint Denis.
Hooker versus Saint Denis. It's like, dude, what do you do?
I'm gonna tell
Hooker,
you this though. I would rather you let me get mutilated than stop it early
yeah, I
for a title.
Yeah, when you're the fighter, yeah, but when you're also seeing it, it's like because yours was nothing like that. This is Hooker's mounted, tired, and getting elbowed in the face like 34 elbows and some shit. Like way different scenario. But yeah, it's fucking these referees
I
need to be
guess there's
held
a
accountable.
fine line.
Yeah,
It's a
my
hard
brother.
job though. I guess it's a fine line between where to stop it, where not to, how people feel about it.
I'm gonna put it.
It's always gonna be a debate for people.
I think in some instances for me it's pretty clearly cut. Do you, Dominic Cruz, want to continue fighting? Well, when you get dropped, there's a certain way you roll and there's a certain way you don't, right? Because if I get dropped and you're coming on me and I get a single leg, I just bought myself considerable time because all
Yep.
of a sudden I'm gonna turn into Hulk. I'm gonna grab this leg harder than I ever squeeze the leg and I'm gonna survive. If I don't want to keep fighting that much and I'm kind of like, I'll roll the other way, eat a couple shots, and then the referee will break it up, and I'll get mad and be like, "Oh, why'd you break up the fight?" So you can see when guys sometimes don't want to fight or they're like out of it very much, and then you can see when a guy gets back up to his feet, took the pain, knows where he's at, knows he's up against the cage. It's just it's different scenarios, but I don't think it's that hard of a job, brother. I don't think so.
I mean, I don't think it's a super hard job, but it's a fast thing. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fast. They
You
they
got
got to see
seconds.
things very fast,
You
and
got
I do
seconds to react.
agree. That's where we both agree. You got to be able to like, you got to be able to look at body language and determine if somebody's really like wants out or not,
But
and you should be able to tell that.
it's something you can't fake either. Me and you are gonna spot it. Guys that have been in the sport are gonna spot it miles away. I'll spot it from the fucking nosebleed sections. Like, oh, this guy wants to quit. Stop it. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of these referees, they don't have that, or they're too like in the moment. They don't see these things. Or guys fighting back, he's not actually hurting. They're just trigger happy to stop the fight. You know. Whatever. Nobody's perfect, man. I just want them held more. The referees and judges, they gotta hold them at a high standard. You know.
You just got to put their name and their face up on their work, like they do to us. It
Yeah.
happens to us. Why can't they have their name and face up on their work too?
Pay deductions too. I said it first.
Hmm.
Dom, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, my brother. I got to get you back on. Thank you so much for sharing wisdom with us, info and insight of the fights back in the day, all the stories you shared. Thank you, my brother. We got to have you back on whenever we can, man. It's been a
Same
fucking
to you,
absolute
man.
pleasure.
Appreciate your time. You're a fucking legend yourself. Appreciate you, dog. Love you, man.